Valentine's Day. Welcome to another segment of Food for Thought with Karabo and Conce.
And it is, of course, the month of love, so that's why we see beautiful flowers, roses behind us. Today, guys, we are joined by Sonja. Welcome, Sonja.
Well, it's lovely having you here.
Absolutely, thank you. Sonja has been our flower expert today. She is at Multiflora and she is talking all these flowers from auction, from production, talking to growers. So Sonja, please tell us, what is your average day look like here at Multiflora?
Our average day at Multiflora.
Or your high day, or your low day.
Every day is a high day at the flower market. So in the morning we come in quite early. The grading team come in at 4:30. Then they grade all the flowers that you saw in the back. They grade all the flowers. They then start auctioning it at 7 o'clock in the morning. So this auction takes place on a Monday to a Friday, and just before peak days like Valentine's Day, we'll have a Saturday auction.
And where do these flowers come from?
So the flowers come from everywhere, really, all over the country. As you saw, we have an outside part. I don't think I told you, but they come from Cape. All the proteas and stuff come from Cape Town.
Okay.
Then we've got your roses. Some of them come from Kenya, most of them are local. Then you've got your fillers, your chrysanthemums. Your lilies and your gerbers. You know your gerbers.
Yes, I know my gerbers now, guys.
You know many varieties that you didn't know before.
Yeah, they have a whole lot of flowers, guys. You can never learn in one day, definitely not.
That's why there's never an excuse not to have a flower in your house. Because of the different varieties, you can have a different variety in your house on a weekly basis.
You know what? Absolutely. You also mentioned that you guys also get some flowers from some African countries.
Yes, we do. We get roses from Kenya, we get fillers from Zimbabwe, we get Ethiopian roses, so from all over. Yes.
And with Multiflora being the biggest flower hub in Africa, how did it sort of come about and,
Okay, that's quite an interesting story. They started in Jeppe Street many years ago.
Oh, wow.
Many years ago. And there was 4 growers and they started up Multiflora. And from there it's expanded to where we are today.
Oh, wow. So guys, we are in City Deep. It is massive over here. Like, you have to get yourself down here at Multiflora.
And yes, and the nice thing is, like Sonja is saying, they started off with 4. Now they've got about 600 plus growers, all in all. So
Yes, we do. And then we have more or less 300 buyers, 400 buyers.
On a daily.
On a daily basis. Well, not on a daily basis, but during the course of the week. Yes. Yeah.
And these growers, is it like your big commercial farmers or it's small farmers?
So there's quite a diverse lot of growers. So we have the big ones, and then we have the small. We call them Sunday growers, which also grow beautiful flowers.
Yes.
As you saw the Graspedias, that was in your wedding bouquet. That was more or less a little Sunday grower that does that, but it's beautiful. Yes.
and then how important is it? Is there a big difference between growing in maybe under a shade or growing on an open field? Do they still give like nice quality flowers in an open field or?
Yes, they do. So you get certain varieties of flowers that you can grow outside. As you saw the proteas, they're beautiful. Then you get flowers that are grown inside that are not prone to growing outside, like your chrysanthemums and your roses. That will typically be grown inside. Even your gerbers are grown inside. Your lilies as well, also grown inside.
And today we saw, guys, a whole lot of different proteas. So you guys will catch that on our blog.
Yes, absolutely. We had a lot of rains this year, Sonja. Did that impact any of your yield and your quality in terms of supply into this market? Did any of your growers experience any issues?
Now, sometimes what happens is that it takes longer for the flower to start blooming. So that's the only thing. It was just
That is interesting. I thought it would completely die.
No,
we had to start from scratch.
especially the flowers that are grown in the tunnels. They're very regulated, so they heat them and they cool them down. It's more the flowers that are outside that are affected by that, maybe like your proteas and that.
Okay, so the biggest market with Multiflora in auctioning, etc., will be obviously for the big retailers and the wholesalers. So what about an ordinary person, who wants to celebrate love this month? Do you guys cater for them? You have a special section,
So
where they can
it's
come?
not just for the retailers and the wholesalers. We have quite a diverse buyer spread in the market. So we've got your retailers, your wholesalers, your florists, your event planners, your vendor on the corner. There's many of them sitting here and buying. So you need to support every single aspect of the market.
Yes, guys. So if you can't get yourself to Multiflora, look out for that vendor near you.
Yes, and the guy on the corner, he is really also pushing the economy.
That's right. And then of course we've got the Multiflora Mall. I think we've got to taking them through that just now. And they open 7 days a week. So always come and support you. We have a lovely coffee shop. We have a lovely bridal shop. We have lovely agents selling beautiful flowers, fresh flowers. As you'll see, they come straight from the farm to the auction to the mall.
Especially you brides, now you know where to go. We saw beautiful eucalyptus flowers and lots of nice varieties for you guys. So Sonja, in terms of the transportation, from the farm to here, is there like a certain standard that is maybe required? Do they have to have some trucks with certain temperatures, or it's just businesses?
So there's many ways of actually transporting the flowers. Most of the growers, they send the truck, they send the product. In fact, they harvest the product during the course of the day. Then they place it in our red buckets, and they put post-harvest treatment in. They put it onto their trucks in water, and then it gets transported to the market. And then it gets offloaded off from the trucks, and it goes straight into those big figures that you saw for market the next day.
And if I'm a producer and I'm starting a little garden flower and I want to sell to Multiflora, how do I get in?
So what you would do, you would register as a grower, and that's the only prerequisite we have.
Oh, and then you guys will check if my quality meets your requirements and all of that.
Obviously, we'll come out and see where you harvest your flowers, and then from there we'll approve you as a grower, and then you'll be able to buy or up to sell on the auction. Obviously, with some guidelines from us and some help from us.
Yes, absolutely.
We have a whole team, and that you saw now, he's part of he's head of the grading team. So it's his job to go through to the different growers regularly and speak to them and see where the harvests are, where they are, what varieties they grow. Are they going to be growing new varieties? If there's a problem on their product, we'll go speak to them about it, see how what they have plans to fix it. So So we really like a big flower family.
Yes, it sounds very much like it.
It's not like when you see a bunch of flowers that was just picked from the garden.
No,
it's now,
there's Brett and there's Paul and there's Alpheus and there's everybody.
Yes,
And is there like a grower association or that group that can support the growers, especially the new entrants that need that support?
SAFCA is the Growers Association, some of the Flower Growers Association.
Okay, so they can give them all the tips from where to get the seedlings, how to care for the flowers until they get the right quality. So that's nice. We always like it when there's that support system for the farmers.
That's called SAFCA.
Oh, right. No, with COVID we realized there's been a growth in gardening. Everybody's growing their own gardens. But not everybody is talented and has green fingers. So if you want your house to smell nice, make yourself, come to Multiflora and make your house bright and pretty. So Sonja, thank you so much for giving us your time and showing us your beautiful space. I know you love it here.
Love it.
We have fallen in love with the place. We will be, Yakara and I might move in.
And we'll make sure you ladies come on a weekly basis, as promised.
We had a lovely morning here at Multiflora. All the smells, all the different colors from the different flowers. Guys, there is just so many, I promise you.
And yes, Valentine's Day, go and buy your woman some flowers. Please, gents, you have no excuse. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.